Mothers, no fathers, no son. Learning is for good character. And how do we do that? Vivekananda's words again. He says, what we want are Western science. So, coupled with Vedanta, Brahmacharya, establish purity, establish truth, establish what the world is talking about, human excellence. And that human excellence happened to ooze out from India. It doesn't mean only Indians. World over, there's some wonderful, very powerful people. But you know what? You and I have forgotten Vedanta Upanishad. Eckhart Tolle, he conducts for Nobel laureates. Please read some of his book. He says, on the session with the Nobel Prize winners, on the last day, he conducts a day's session. And you know on what? Eckhart Tolle conducts sessions on Bhagavad Gita. And you and I are not realizing. So we have to wake up and start delving. It doesn't matter even if a little bit, even if we stumble and fall so far, which maybe is walked without stumbling and falling. So let us do that. I tell them, hold on to truth. Second principle, have faith in your own self. You are supreme, you are powerful, you can do anything. Just choose. You choose. Whatever you wish to. So our intention here today for all of us to carry this message, tell them to awaken that supreme power from within. Divine power. Discovering that supreme power is schooling, is parenting. That secret power, which most of us, we did, as you said, all we learned is to limited portions of our schooling. That's how we get jealous by seeing the divine grace that all of us are dwelling in this midst, and more, it's happening all over the world today. All the countries are waking up, and we have to amalgamate. Our children have to learn to lead the world, to develop those leadership skills, that individualized skills, and then amalgamate with everyone. So, one lion can rule the country, the world. We need lions. Our message on the Republic Day for everyone. Our is me as parent, as teachers, as elders, as colleagues, as younger to elder. Be a lion. What is lion? Lion is courage. Lion is truthful. Notice, lion is detachment. He kills. He eats little bit and then he leaves it and goes away. He doesn't carry. Can't be aayega. You and I go and put it into the cell with the deep freezer. Why? He said there is no shortage. Abhijit sir, Jim talked about nature, no shortage. What do the jackals and foxes do? They come and steal that flesh and go and take it to their home. What has happened to India? Vivekananda talked about it. Last line of his book on the education, on the 4th page, he said, if you do not allow your children to become lions, they would become jackals and foxes. And most of us have become like that. What is it? Middle classism. Happiness by being just whoever we are. No, strive for the excellence. But it doesn't mean push them or pull them or nag them. But be an example ourselves. A perfectionist. Start looking at it. Higher, better results. I would like to share with you a simple story. You know, there was this monkey. We are all bothered by little monkeys. What is it? The first monkey, have you noticed? We, you and me, we're always our headed out like that, and all we're doing what? Looking at everybody. No? Wherever at a gathering, you see everybody looking at someone. What's she wearing? What is he doing? They're like monkeys. Have you noticed monkeys in the trees? They never still. They cannot sit still. But I'm not talking about that monkey, but it is related to something like that. This monkey in the tree, one monkey, not a bunch of monkeys. And this monkey, the moment the farmer would leave his house, he was alone, no wife and kids. As he would go out to the farm to do his daily chore, this monkey will quietly come. Farmer is to leave his fruits and bananas inside the nice jar. It was closed. The monkey will come, take out the jar and eat the banana. Take the bananas and run away. A farmer every day he got tired. So you and I used to do this. We used to always go down to a saintly person, a monk. So the farmer went to a monk and he said, Maharaj, please help me. Tell me something, some trick. I want to get out of this monkey. The Maharaj was very wise, top of the mountain. And you notice, you and I go to a Maharaj or a monk, whoever lives highest. If he lives in the right in Gangotri, he's a better Maharaj. And if he lives in Tapovan higher than Gangotri, he's even better. So he went to a mountain and asked the Maharaj. Maharaj gave him a very good advice. So he came back and what he did, he took a jar, a glass jar, but it was very heavy. And it had a neck, which is a smallish neck, and thin. You can put your hand in like that, and take out like that. So he told the farmer, you put your bananas one by one inside. And then don't worry, you leave, you don't even have to lock it. The farmer was curious when he said, Maharaj has said, so he put them and he went. The monkey came through the window and he put his hand inside. He cut the banana and notice his neck is small. The moment he made it first, he can't take out his hand. This, by the way, is a Vedantic tale. I'm sharing with you. He couldn't take his hand out. Now, if he lets go the banana, he can easily take his hand out and run away. But he will not let go the banana. Farmer came, that monkey was stuck, and farmer took out his stick and started beating. Monkey is shrieking. He can't turn around and bite the farmer because he is stuck with that. And farmer is beating. Monkey is shrieking, suffering. Won't let go the banana. You and I, sir, ma'am, we have to let go the banana. And those are our negativity. Those are our, I am this body. I am Robert Bush. I am a man. I am a woman. This body, this me, biggest banana, I, the ego. Now Vedanta is saying, if you want something in your life, give it to others. India is talking about that. Jnana danina vartate. If you want it to increase your knowledge, your wealth, your love, you have to give it to people. Our children are delightfully seeing our teachers, professional guides are doing. Now, talk to them about this. I tell them, have faith in your own self, have faith in truth. Not easy, but today's presentation talked about. Gandhiji had said, nothing can be won just like that. You have to do something for it. And the third principle, don't forget, there is a supreme nature, cosmic energy. Call him Allah, a God, a Christ, a Krishna, a Divine Mother, anything. There is a supreme energy. Have respect. That supreme energy is where? Everywhere. It's infinite. We don't understand this very well. But Vedanta explains it very beautifully and simply. All we have to do is understand it a little bit. When you say infinite, it is beyond limit. What is limit? this talks about three things. Desha, Kala, Vastu. Desha is country. Space. You keep walking, you'll go past America, go to Canada. Go past India, go to Tibet or China. Or land up in Indian Ocean. If you are beyond Desha, that means what? You can be at one place, cannot be at every other place. But if you're beyond space, beyond Desha, you can be everywhere. So, the Supreme Energy is everywhere, prevailing, entire universe. Kala, time. You and I are limited to time. Meaning, we are born, we will die. Anything, this table, 2,000 years from today will not be taken. Everything deteriorates. Whether thing or alive, it will. But infinite is beyond the time. Beyond the time meaning neither birth nor death. And Vastu. This rostrum cannot be the mic. The mic cannot be me. But if you go beyond that, understanding it takes a little time, but do a little study. It's enough. You could go beyond object. And that is what we're talking about. How do we do this? Practice it ourselves or for our children. Very simple. Take a beautiful ocean. Billions of waves. Those billions of waves are you and me. So there's a little robin wave playing with his friends. And one of the friends tells him, "Hey Robin, can you see the dark line?" I said, "Yeah, what is it?" He says, "That's the shoreline." I said, "Okay, what will happen there?" He said, "You're going to die there." I said, "Die? What is die?" He said, "You don't know. You'll not be a wave anymore." I said, "Really? What will I become?" He said, "You'll become water." I said, "Water? I'm not water, I'm wave." You and I say, "I'm this body, I'm this mind. This is me." He says, "No. You are water. Touch yourself, inside, outside, top, bottom, you're water." I say, "I don't believe you." This is what masters talked about. Stop being a frog in the well. Get out. Our children must get out and be the world. Get out of the well and face the ocean. But I didn't believe. But I'm unhappy. So Vedantic wave comes and he says, "Why are you looking unhappy?" I'm still playing and having fun and little sorrow, and he says, "I am sad." I said, "I just not told that when I go to that line, I'm going to die." My friend waved without the wave said, "That is true." I said, "Really? I'm going to die? My wife, my husband, my parents, my children, then everybody dies." I said, "Really? I don't want to die." Without the wave said, "That's possible." Hey, this is what India has talked about. It's possible. Take us, Divine Mother, from death to immortality, from darkness to light, from ignorance to bliss, supreme knowledge. Peace, peace, peace. I said, "Really? How do I do that?" He said, "Just become still. Stop fooling around. Stop monkeying around." What is wave? It's restless energy. Slamming on, going back, becoming a wave again, slamming on, and this is what is happening to you and me. I said, "Still? What is still?" He said, "Just be silent, don't talk, and be still." See, when I need to practice this, a short time, 15 minutes would do. Start with 15 minutes, go on to an hour, it will be bothersome. With your kids. And you as youth, you are the force of this universe. You're the power. We learn to focus your own energy. I said, "Okay, if I become still and silent, what will happen?" He said, "You tell me." I said, "I'll become water." He said, "What water?" I said, "Water of this ocean." He said, "You will become the ocean." And the moment you are silent and still, we become this universe. We become. That is what is called becoming Buddha, Paramahansa, great masters. So not is Bill Gates, Steve Jobs are not going to die. Abraham Lincoln is not dead. Vivekananda, Paramahamsa, Mother Teresa, or Buddha, Jesus Christ, Muhammad, they are not dead. They will not die. But you and I, with our powerful young youth, need to take up this course. Failures are very simple. They just tell you two things. You've heard it again and again. But the powerful thing for a failure is there is a future. The moment you slip and fall, meaning you have power to climb there. So you've heard about these stories. I'm truly proud of you, each one of you. We are blessed, all of us. There is a saying, it is given in Upanishad, that if you hear the name of Vedanta, if you hear the book, the special, and any spiritual book, whether Quran, or Guru Grantha, or Mahavir Chandra, or Bible, any. Look at it this way, do not congregate ourselves to just a little doubt. Limit. Now, infinite. Brahma Jyoti Bharat. Infinite. You, me, our kids, we have to go beyond. And take that practices with the language. We don't mind learning German and Japanese and French and Sanskrit, and we are very proud about it. We don't mind trying out Kentucky Fried Chicken or McDonald's or pav bhaji or dosa or aloo puri or biryani. We try various things. So food, not to be buying the clothes and dresses. We love to wear them, all countries. So take the religion, it's just simple as one more, like language of dealing with things. Whether you call jal, or pani, or tani, or water, or even French, it's water. Take up that, give that wideness. So go away with one simple thing. Think about it, reflect it. Do not make it your own unless you feel it doing so. One of my very powerful friend, Arvind Bhatt, UK, he was here in 26th January Republic Day as the chief guest. And I talked about this similar thing. And at the end of it, he gave me a hug and he said, Robin, I haven't done it till today, but today onwards I want to make sure I'm not going to tell lies anymore. I said, wow, Arvind, let us both try together. You and me can take it up and be an example to our children. Hold on to that purity and you'll be surprised. Tremendous energy will come from somewhere, and whatever you think, you have to just think of it. It will happen. And it is what is given in Mandakya Upanishad. The Republic Day celebrations of this unity, the congregation, we have great work to do. I would like you to remember chapter 2, verse 31, Bhagavad Gita, volume 1. It talks about India that conquered, would conquer her conquerors in 21st century. This is 21st century, India is going to be a leader in the world. If you look at Shift is Happening 2018 by Bill Gates and Melinda Gates Foundation, available on YouTube. He's saying a 34-year-old Indian man and woman will rule the world economy by 2028, 9 years to go. Go to Wikipedia, study India's economy. India is going to shoot ahead. With China leading by 2020, 1 year to go, as per Wikipedia's financial people. We are going to go past the American economy and be number 1 and 2. China leading, we are 2. And by 2020, as per the prediction, India is going to go past China too. And as per Vivekananda, never to slide back again. We need to know and reflect, who are these Indians? Not you and me, our time is gone. But what you and I can do is create a little land with a beautiful manure, sunshine, water, and plant that seed. That seed is yours and my champion. Create that powerful center. Dr. Neil Harvey, an United States brain specialist, he says, being gifted is primarily, he's a neurosurgeon, being gifted is primarily a product of the environment. So home environment, country environment, society, school, family. Being gifted is primarily a product of the environment. And by that definition, the level of intelligence can easily be reached by nearly every child. There are no children who are not capable. There are none. So this is what Charlemagne's very basic principle. Every child matters. Every child matters. Every citizen matters. And every world citizen matters. Make friends out of them and give it to them. Something beautiful happens when you give. The moment you give, have you noticed the nature's energy, the moment you create a hole, from somewhere water comes. So there will be tremendous energy coming in. If our tank is full, the water from the main tank can't come there, no? But if you take out the water, it will come. And you and I need to know that top tank. I know some of you are thinking, what if that is empty? The beautiful part is that is never empty. Infinite possibility. I wish you a great day. Go and have a beautiful lunch and keep on reflecting upon it. Thank you, Jay.
Each time you address us. We would now like to conclude this event by introspecting and rethinking the values that our Constitution expects us to imbibe and uphold. Satyam Vijayate, truth alone triumphs. The vision that our leaders gave up their lives for can be actualized when our actions complement the dictums of our Constitution. We might be diverse in our traditions and our cultures, but the love for our nation unites us all as one.
This day is a reminder to always stand up for the truth at all times. So let us relive the values of our Constitution. Let the world know you are proud to be an Indian. We would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our chief guest, Lieutenant General Abhijit Guha and Ms. Vinita Guha. We would also like to thank our guest of honor, Captain G.K. Kaushik and Mrs. Kaushik. We would like to thank Dr. Ghosh and Sharada ma'am for giving us this amazing platform to express our patriotic sentiments, and our heads and coordinators for their unwavering support and guidance. Our heartfelt appreciation for our mentors and teachers who have helped us make this event a grand success. We acknowledge our esteemed parent community who who gave up their time to celebrate Republic Day with us. We can never forget to thank the Visual Arts Department, ICT Department, Theatre Department, Admin Department, and Music Department for their extraordinary support for making this day memorable. Lastly, we would like to thank and applaud the amazing artists and students who put on a great show. From the core of our hearts, we would like to wish you all a very happy Republic Day. One day, one